Welcome everyone. Today I'm going to be playing through one of my favorite retro revival shooters, Herald of Havoc. This is genuinely a game that took me by surprise when I first picked it up. I was kind of like, oh, it kind of looks like something I was itching for like Quake related, and it ended up blowing me out of the water. This ended up being one of not only like one of my favorite like indie like arena shooters, but one of my favorite shooters in general. And today I kind of wanted to give a little bit of a showcase, go through the campaign on the normal difficulty. That way I can justify doing a second stream of this because I really want to play it multiple times through on stream. Let me just make sure all of my links are sent out. And I should be good in a second. Alright. Here we go. Appreciate you, Merc, as always. Appreciate everyone that's shown up today and anyone who watches the VODs. I'm definitely very excited to go through this. Also, at any point, if there's audio issues at all, like it gets a little too quiet, let me know. I'm having a little bit of an issue with my OBS giving me feedback on stuff. So I'll be playing on Veteran, Standard difficulty. Since I have gotten a new PC, I did not transfer the save over, so I don't have any of the levels completed, anything like that. I purposely took some time away from Herald of Havoc so I could go in with like a fresh new start to kind of like relive some of those like little fun moments again without like fully remembering them. But yeah, very excited. So we're gonna start on episode 1, E1M1. I remember like usually sometimes it'll take a little bit for games to catch my attention, or like I'll like start grasping, where like this was like immediately, like the camera is so smooth, it's just so much fun. Like it's unbelievably fun. I love it so much. Just making sure my settings were all right. Something really cool is because like it's gonna get compared to like Quake 2 and stuff, just because how it looks, how it feels, stuff like that. But some really cool stuff that it does is like every weapon has an alternate fire, and every level essentially is like a pistol and sword start. So it'll always be different weapons every level, which I thought was like such an amazing idea because it really freshens up like each level. And it also justifies like having more weapons of choice in the game as well, because like there's multiple different types of weapons, which is really, really cool. Alright, I'm gonna chat now. How does that sound? Fire levels are nice. Nice. I did a little test. Like I did a few volume tests earlier, and I was like, damn, this is pretty nice sounding. But I was like, hopefully, in the actual stream, it sounds as good. So glad to hear. Appreciate you, Merc. So like this first level, it kind of starts you off standard, kind of gets you a little comfortable with it. There's a little bit of secrets, a little bit of like just the basics. Like you get the basic shotgun here. It shows off like key cards and stuff like that, and like the basic cannon fodder enemies. Funny enough, the shotgun has an alternate fire of aiming, like it zooms in. I think it's one of the few weapons that actually zooms in. And it seems kind of silly. It's like, oh, why would you want a shotgun that zooms in? This thing is like unbelievably good. Like it is essentially a sniper and a shotgun. So you get your normal melee weapon, which is a sword. You can actually power it up at the cost of, I believe, health. You get 2 swipes, 2 quick swipes, and like a fast medium, or like a medium swipe, single swipe. For the pistols, you have your normal blaster, and then something else cool is the alternate fire has like a little burning laser, which is really cool. It's like, no matter how far you get into this game's campaign, the pistol will always remain useful, because you can just do stuff like this. You could poke an enemy with fire and then kind of like dip out and let it like take its course and damage it. Also, what's nice is since every level pistol starts, you don't have to worry about like saving your ammo for the next level. So you, especially on the harder difficulty, the ammo can be more limited to fit for that exclusive level. It's not like it's trying to prepare you to survive for other levels too. Something I really like too in the settings, I know I'm kind of like chatting a lot right now with this, but I kind of want to like give all the really cool things I can think of in this first episode right off the bat. Something I really love too is in the preferences, you can actually change like the weapon sizings, and you can change the position. So if you want it to be like left-handed and stuff, you can do that. So like I can just straight up have weapons left-handed, which I think is really cool. This would be a better weapon to show it off. So you can even have Doom aim, which is nice. Have it all the way out. I think I always had it on 4. And then I think I either had it on 6 or 5. It was one of the two. So I'm also going in with fresh settings again. I changed them again. But this way I could kind of like go through and re-experience all the different settings and remember some of the extra stuff that it has. Also, the music's really good. This first stream won't be too much of a challenge, I don't think, just because like normal's challenging when you're first time playing through, but I played through this game so many times, especially like on veteran, or not veteran, the hardest one, that a lot of this would kind of be like a little breeze. There we go. I like this game so much too. In my BRB screen, I actually have it included with my little collage. But if I recall, you get the volcanic shotgun in this level too. The SMG is really useful too. It's like, I think you only get like 2 different machine guns in the game, but like they can like get you through the entire thing. Even if you just had the SMG for the entire game, I think you could get through it. It's alternate fire, fires grenade launcher rounds, which is really nice. Especially for like clearing out rooms like that, like beautiful. Plus it just feels really good to fire. Also, I think, going into here one more time, I think this is actually my preferred one. But like, this game feels unbelievably smooth to play. It's genuinely one of my favorite games. But I hope everyone is doing well tonight. It was a pretty nice day here. It was kind of warm today. It just went from like essentially like 3 days of being really cold, and now it's like almost like nearly summer temperatures. Kind of threw me off a bit. Oh, is it? It was like it was supposed to rain, and then it just became really windy. So like last night it was so hot here. It was like, I think it was like nearly 70 Fahrenheit, which is like wild for this time of year. And like it just ended up being so hot that we had to have the windows open and stuff. Do you prefer having it cold, or you like it kind of more hot? I used to be really into having the weather be kind of more cold out. I still kind of do, because I don't have to deal with like as many like gnats and stuff, like bugs. But the cold kind of just hurts my body, so I like kind of have it more like a little bit more warmer. But here's the volcanic shotgun. I think I actually have the legacy firing sound on because I really liked it. But what this thing can do is it can charge up and it fires essentially incendiary rounds, which is really cool. This thing's an absolute powerhouse as well. Hey Twilight, good to see you. Hope you're doing well today. You prefer to be a little colder, easy to warm yourself up, then cool yourself off. Yeah, understandable. Alright, now let me go through here and clear out the rest of the level. Got a little lost talking. That's fine. Oh, I love this game. I was going on about it at the start. Like, this is one of like my top 10 favorite games. I was like, when I first got this game, I was like, oh yeah, this kind of gives me like a little bit of like Quake 2 vibes, and it was something I was wanting to play. I was kind of wanting something similar to like Quake 2 in a way. And I ended up not only really enjoying this game, it ended up replacing Quake 2 for me. Like, it's the game I'll go to if I want to play like an arena shooter. Hey Grim, good to see you. Hope you're doing well today. I'm being a little silly. I'm kind of like, I was talking and I got zoned out, so I walked the wrong way. There we go. But oh man, I love this game to death. I'm so excited for the other game that they are working on too. Like, it genuinely looks really good. Oh yeah, it's pretty similar, except it's more like a, from what I've seen, it's like kind of like a cyberpunk, almost. Which is like right up my alley, because I love cyberpunk. So I'm definitely getting that like day one. It looks very similar, which is like an absolute positive in my end. I really like how short the game is, because it's like, it's short, but it's not entirely short, but it's short enough that you don't get tired of the gimmicks. It knows when to end. And I think that's like such a net positive for a game. It's like there's some amazing games that just do not know when to end, where this game's like, here's like everything I can kind of think of, and then roll credits. It doesn't like really like overstay its welcome, because I can play through this game's campaign, beat it, and then restart it. Also, I like this. Let's see, man, just building, priming stuff for commissions, and kill the majority of my afternoon. Oh, I bet. I was working on OBS stuff all day, and I was like, oh damn, it's like already 5:30. Rattle can't use it all. Yeah, Glitter Justice. I'm really excited for how that's turning out. I've been kind of like holding off from seeing like everything updated or anything like that, just so I'm not like I can go into it fresh. That's definitely a game I want to stream like day one when it comes out. It's got my support day one no matter what. Let's see. Yes, so this is a modern indie developed shooter to kind of look like that classic Quake. Like that classic kind of like Quake 2 era of shooters. And it's also got some like extra settings too that you can change around, like some more modern features, some more old like pixelated textures you can turn on, stuff like that, texture compressions, which is really cool. I really like the inclusion of that. Also, rip bozos, they did it to themselves. I love that little bridge right there. Now this is this game's essentially equivalent of the BFG. This thing's genuinely amazing. I love this thing to death. Also, there may be a chance that I missed secrets too, by the way. I have 100%ed all the secrets at one point in this, but because I'm kind of going in with like a more like forgotten, I'm definitely going to be prone on missing some. I do remember some in the game, but there's going to definitely be some that I will miss. But this weapon's amazing. When you do the alt fire with the lightning strike, it slows down time. Let me reset this. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. And its primary fire is kind of just like a rail cannon. And then one extra thing too is some very select weapons have a special ability. So if you use up some either health or essentially energy ammo, you can convert the pistol into like a supercharged up pistol, or like the sword into like essentially like a free berserk at the cost of like most of your health, if I recall. Oh yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the name of it though. Also, I think the weapon sounds in this game is like genuinely phenomenal. Like they're not overpowering to a point that it like completely decimates your ears, but it's not quiet in a way that it doesn't feel like it's powerful. They all feel like super powerful, but in a way that like it doesn't blow your ears out. Now this one's fun. This is essentially the berserk power up as a weapon. But what's genuinely super cool about this game is just the fact that every level has different level, or not different level, different weapon setups and stuff like that. Like some levels you'll never even see a shotgun. Some levels you'll just see the melee. Some of them you'll see like the most powerful weapons in the game. Let me see. Ooh, let me clear up these guys first, not read that. There we go. Oh, let's see. That's the hero's progress, but progress has been slowed. Well, hopefully everything's been going well with it. Even if progress is being slowed, I know it's gonna turn out good. They definitely seem like a very talented team. But I do hope it's going well for them. And weapon sounds make it feel like the gun's sitting good. We're shooting every gun. Everything has its purpose, unlike Doom 64. Yeah, I agree. It's kind of like some retro shooters or just like arena shooters. Kind of like once you get a certain weapon, it's kind of like that's the main weapon you're going to be using. Also, with that power up, you essentially get dual wielding, which is really nice. With the fists, it makes your fists actually faster, which is really cool. But I want to use the shotgun for this area in particular to show off the dual wielding. But yeah, I hope everything's going well for them. I do know when playing the hardest difficulty next stream, I definitely gotta lock into. Let's see, speedruns of this game generally pretty fun to watch. Definitely can't wait to go back to this. Oh, I agree. I watched a few of the speedruns. They genuinely looked like just a ton of fun. Also, what's nice with these rockets too is you can rocket jump. I like that little inclusion they made sure to add. Oh, yeah. There we go. Also, I gotta change my setting real quick. To change my pistol. P. There we go. Alright, there we go. I had to look away real quick. I have P bound to the right scroll on my mouse wheel, because my mouse has like 4 different directions. So I always like to have my pistols bound directly to my mouse. I was like, something feels a little off. Yeah, it turned out I bound the blaster to my melee. This feels good. Come here. There we go. Now come here. Come here. There we go. I can't remember if you deactivate the lasers through here or what you do. No, there we go. There we go. It is really impressive though how they were able to consistently make like all the weapons like feel good no matter what. You could be stuck an entire level with just one weapon and you can still make it work somehow. Like down to the melee and the pistol. I love this little area. I saw you were doing something in the Discord a little while ago. But I thought that like I can't remember if it was the rune blade or not, but like this sword's really cool. I love it. Alright, I'm missing something, aren't I? There we go. That's what I was missing. .3D printing and stuff. Is it like, it is 3D printed, right? For it. I know Merc was doing some 3D printed stuff and it was really cool. There was a time in my life where I wanted to get a 3D printer, but I just didn't have the funds for it. It was also especially like when 3D printing kind of like, first was being accessible to like a general audience and it was still kind of like really expensive. So I was like, I'd definitely hold out. Someday I'd like to get a 3D printer. But I always thought those things were really cool. If I had to get a model of any of the weapons, I think I'd either want to get the SMG or just the silent shotgun. I really love how the shotgun and the silent shotgun looks in this. one of the things I really love about the art style and the design of the weapons in this game too is a lot of retro revival arena shooters will kind of struggle to make a game look like it comes from the time it's referencing. So like you'll get games that are kind of like they'll just make everything really blocky and call it a day, whereas like that's not how the designs was back then. They tried to make them look as good as possible with the limitations, not just it was blocky because of limitations. Or like blocky for blocky's sake. Oh man. Whew. And I really think that this nails that design of like, this is what a game would want to look like at the time if it had the ability to. Also, I'll read everyone's comments in just a second. Let me get through here, play these guys out. Okay. Let's see. Plan to scale up the life size graphite rub the blade and seal it. Might see about putting lights. Ooh, I think that'd be really good. Maybe you could even do like lights with like some sort of like little reflective piece, I feel, to kind of give off that like that energy effect. Let's see, there's folks around my area selling 3D printed stuff. Oh yeah, I think there's definitely a difference between people who actually like to do 3D printed stuff as a hobby and 3D printing as a business. Where I live, you cannot escape 3D printed slop. Like, it's everywhere. It's like, it's always the same stuff too. And it's stuff that people genuinely just don't have the interest for. They just do it for the sake of like making money. But like some of the stuff that you can make if you're really passionate about it and actually enjoy it is like so cool. Okay, let me see. I can get CAD skills. Let me go all the way. Oh, that'd be really cool. Merc was showing me kind of what he has to go through to 3D print stuff, because he 3D printed a model and then he 3D printed a weapon from GoldenEye, which was really cool. Also, check out this bad boy. It's an automatic Gatling shotgun that has burst fire. I think this is the point that I was like, okay, this game's like really fucking cool. This is one of the few games that I went and played through the entire thing with like a smile on my face all the way through. The only thing I did not really enjoy was just the final boss. Other than that, I think this is like a solid, like genuinely like my favorite game. There may be something I was doing wrong with the boss or something, but I was like, it was definitely a little funky for me. But everything else just genuinely like 10 out of 10. So they actually pulled the assets from the game and then they had to go in and edit them themselves, so it could actually like function as a model. So like, for example, the model they pulled, oh, thank you, love. The model they pulled, they had to fix the legs and stuff like that to be able to get it to like actually stand and like print properly. So it was a mix of pulling the model and then working on it too. Let's see. I bought some 3D printed minis from folks in the Warhammer lobby. They're hobby. There's some good works that folks use for proxying. I have a really cool 3D printed thing. I had commissioned a 3D printed Cyberpunk 2027 or 2077 weapon. And I think it's one of the coolest things ever. Like, it slides back, you can cock it, you can put an ammo clip in it, it comes with bullets. Alright, so let's see. The final boss has been complained about in the past and was changed. Oh, has it? That's really cool. I'm definitely excited to see that. I thought his design was really cool, and I liked the arena. I just know it was kind of a little frustrating at the time. So I'm definitely really excited to see that. Also being a little silly right now. There we go. Let's see. Some models will import broken as well. You need to pose it better. Oh, for sure. Really? So how, like, was it like, was it created in Minecraft first? Like, obviously it was created in Minecraft first as a mod, but was it something they made? Or was it like something that was on like an open accessible like mod that you could play? It's really cool. I like the phases and stuff like that. He smoked them. But as you can see, like, I can even take down, like, the elite enemies, essentially. Except him. Damn. Alright, there we go. I can even take down the elite enemies with just the sword. Like, everything's versatile. Everything has a use. Everything has, like, abilities that can get you essentially out of anything. Her call is made by Zelders. It's a YouTube video. That's really neat. Definitely gotta give that a look at some point, because I did not know that. We worked on making all the weapons viable. I think y'all did like a phenomenal job. Like, it's good. It's really good. I don't recall there being a single weapon where I'm like, this is kind of like, I'd rather have something else. I think all of them have something to them that makes me go like, yeah, I kind of want this thing. Because, like, I kind of expected the machine gun to be kind of like a little bit of like a pea shooter, but then I was using it, I'm like, man, like, it's actually like really solid. And I was like, oh, like, even the shotgun, considering that all it is just a basic shotgun with a zoom, I would have figured like it wouldn't hold up. But like, it's wonderful. The fact that it's essentially a sniper rifle really, really holds more weight to it. It's like, I can just go straight out here and snipe them from here and not have to worry. Oh, so I had been recently playing Doom, so my shotgun firing is a little off, because I'm used to the reload times on that. Yeah, I remember seeing it when I had went and got photos taken for this game. I remember seeing that. I was like, that's really cool. It's like up on the top roof, if I recall. Let's see. Showed Zelda's a way to get on top of it. Golden gun. That's fun. Does the golden chain gun have any different attributes to it? I also like the fact that not all the secrets and stuff in the game contribute to the secret counter. Which I really like. I appreciate the fact that it's like some of the more hidden things aren't required to actually 100% levels. Yeah, the super secrets, I like that. I do remember getting the lightning gun in this level, and I think one other weapon as well. There's my lightning ammo. Oh, right, it's a scythe. Thank you. I knew there was like one other weapon. I do like the fact that this level's so cool that it reappears later on. Oh, that's silly of me. Oh, understandably. This game's genuinely amazing. I'm doing a little bit of a poor job right now. I'm kind of just like being silly going through this, but it gives me an excuse to play through it even longer. I can't tell you how much of a challenge it was not to play through this game the last like few months, because like I really wanted to, but I was like trying to save, like, so I just didn't blow through it all in like an hour or two. I wanted to save and like kind of forget a lot of my knowledge so I could like go through and re-experience the game. Oh, that's silly of me. Oh well, now I get to actually collect the lightning gun. Oops, wrong thing. Damn, that's impressive. I know there ended up being a lot of secrets I ended up missing in this area. Let me go collect them before I keep doing that. There we go. I thought this area was really cool too. I know one of these things has a button. There it is. This opens up. This ends up getting used later on, if I recall. It's so fun. It's so cool. Lightning! Oh, I just took a shot from behind. Come on. There we go. One thing I really love too is just how like vibrant the lighting is for stuff like the lightning. I'm pretty sure I'm at the end of the level now. The lightning just has such a nice like blue look to it. Like check this out. Like I love that. I love how like fluent and like just vibrant those colors are. Oh, I bet it's a fun level in general. I love that you can really turn the tides in that level if you've actually gone around and like collected everything, like all the secrets and stuff. There we go. I always really enjoyed this level too. It just kind of seems like to get you immediately into the action. And I really appreciate that. It's like there's not every level's like that. There's some levels that immediately are getting you in the action, and there's some that's like it takes its time, it builds up. It's got a little bit of like environmental exploring and stuff like that. I don't think, besides the original final boss, there is a level that I don't enjoy. I think there's some levels I may have gotten confused on. I think the inside the pyramid level, I think that one confused me a bit, but I'm also very notorious for getting lost in areas that are a lot simpler than they are, so that's most likely a me thing. But I don't recall any levels being like I didn't like them. Ooh, that hurts. Like this. I think this is where you get like the chain gun, if I recall. There we go. There's something silly in here, right? Yep. There we go. Also, I like the fact that there's some power-ups that you'll just see in like 1 or 2 levels that like don't overstay their welcome at all. This kind of feels like it's like this would be fun to include, and then like knows exactly when to pull that like power-up. Now let me collect these. That 200. There we go. This is one of the few indie games that I actually like wanted to really get like photos for too, because like what I was doing for a while is I was making desktop wallpapers and stuff like that on top of like taking photos to have for like wikis for like, let's say, Perfect Darks wikis and stuff like that, for example. And this game just blew me away so much. I was like, I gotta get photos for it. I gotta show some sort of like appreciation for it. Smoked, obliterated that man. There we go. That's the ending. Really like that level. That level's so much fun. Oh, it's also a really nice penultimate level. This is one of the few survival levels too. I think this ended up being like one of my favorite survival levels to play on too. But essentially the objective is just to survive. Just a fun, it's a really fun mix-up, because I was expecting there to be some sort of boss, and like I'd honestly prefer having something like this over like an end episode boss, because I know like Quake can really drop the ball when it came to having bosses and stuff like that. So it's like I think this is way better of like a test of skill than something like Quake 1's boss, or like just general bosses like that. I love the fact that he run away from you when you pull out the gloves. Good amount of ammo there. Come here. There we go. But yeah, this is such a good first episode. And like it only gets better as well, which is like genuinely impressive. Oh, that's so satisfying. I love that. Ooh. 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 I look away for 1 second, I corner myself. Ooh. Ah, that's on me. Gotta make sure to lock in. One thing I've learned through streaming stuff is you can be really good at a game, but then the second you start streaming, your skills will kind of like decrease by like 40%, especially having to like make sure you're interacting and chatting and stuff like that. So I gotta get used to essentially comboing with that, especially for something like this. Ooh. Oh, for sure. And I know a lot of people, too, in general, don't fully understand, because I know sometimes I'll see people where it's like, oh, why like the streamer not perform well here? It's like, it's your multitasking. It's essentially kind of like driving a car while also looking at your phone, in a way. Where it's like, you can look away for a second and immediately get smoked in a game like I did. I looked at the chat for a second to see if there was anything, and I ran into all the enemies. But I think that's part of the fun with it, because like if I just came into a game and like I just ace it completely, like first try, like I'm at the top of my skill, it's like I don't think it would be as fun. I kind of enjoy doing the mess ups, and I enjoy doing more silly things, because then that means, one, I get to play this game more, and two, it's just like I get to just kind of enjoy it. I don't gotta be like sweating. So you definitely do both, but not for every game. Definitely do dumb things when I'm online. Oh, for sure. I definitely think that's the charm in doing online content creation stuff too. One thing I had originally wanted to do for regarding Herald of Havoc is I wanted to do like a little like video essay on the game and kind of like break down through it, almost kind of like Trav or like Civi and stuff like that. But then I realized I'm not the best at writing stuff. So I was like, it's like, you know what, I think streaming it would be a better use of my ability. Oop, out of ammo. Alright, here's where I gotta lock in for stuff. Ooh. Ooh, I hit that way too close to me. Good shit. Alright, let's see. Appreciate you sharing the game with more people. I'm always super happy to hear when somebody enjoys it. When I get more money, I want to do another key giveaway. Damn. Yeah, like, I genuinely, like, love this game. It is one of my absolute favorite games. Like, there's so much praise. Like, I've gotten, like, multiple friends of mine into this game. And I'm like, no, you need to play this. Like, even for people I know that aren't fully into arena shooters, got into this game because it was like, it's just so much fun. Also, I like that. I like that little thing there. Oh, thank you. Like, it's genuinely such a cool game. Anything that's ever made in the future for this franchise or from the devs and stuff, I'll always be backing it day one. Also, I love that skull model too. It's so cool. I think I actually had that as my wallpaper at one point with it in the bookshelves. In what's it, level 2 or 3? I think the biggest thing, I think the most important thing out of, like, all of this game that, like, sticks out for me is just how smooth the game feels. Like, as amazing as everything is in this game, I don't think it would hold as well together if, like, the camera was choppier, or if, like, the game just felt, like, more choppy. I think, like, how smooth and responsive, like, the mouse is, and, like, the weapon bobs are, and the quickness of the zoom and stuff, I think that truly makes this game so much fun. It's just, like, the core aiming mechanics and stuff. Because there's been so many, like, retro revival games, or just shooters in general, where, like, they'll be really cool in concept. They'll be genuinely, like, awesome. But, like, they fumble the ball, and, like, having a really rough camera system, or it's like it's missing some features that feel like it should have, and stuff like that. So not only this game being genuinely really fun and amazing and having so many cool concepts, it feels good. Like, everything about this game just, like, ties in and works together. Him before we do anything else in case he snipes me. To be cross-server posting their other games online. That's gonna be awesome. Oh! Well, to be honest, I completely forgot he was there. I expected that just to open up to another side of a door. Like, even on the normal difficulty, I haven't played the normal difficulty in a hot minute, so I was kind of expecting it to be slightly more of a breeze. I forgot how, like, actually difficult the normal is. So that was on me for coming into here being like, oh yeah, this will kind of be like a quick showcase. But I'm glad it's challenging. But say too, if you ever need like photos taken for the game or anything, feel free to hit me up. I'll gladly help out. Like this or the upcoming games or any upcoming projects. Here's the minigun. This thing fucking demolishes. It feels so good. Everything about this. It took me by surprise too the first time that I did the I did the alt fire for this, and it pulls out like a 9-barreled grenade launcher. Like I was like, oh my god. Oh yeah, absolutely. I never feel like you gotta get back to me on an answer. I just, if there is any way that I can help, I'll gladly help. It's genuinely such a cool game. I love it. Oh, for sure. Like this thing's just like a screen wipe. Just open up a door, fire this in, don't gotta worry about it anymore. I was almost scared to fire it when I first equipped it because I was like, oh, 9 barrels. I wonder if it's gonna take like 9 of the rockets. And I was like, what's it, like 2? Yeah. I was like, damn. So no, a lot of times you'll get games that'll give you like a really cool weapon, but like no real ammo to use it. So I was like, hell yeah. Yeah, just gone. I think that man was up. Yeah, there he is. Hey, Mazzy. Hope you're doing well today. Yeah, this is definitely like, is it, so, what's the reference of, like, this game's based off of Twilight? Is it based off directly, like, Quake 2, or any specific games in general? Inspired by Quake, yeah, it checks out. I know when I first heard about it, that's kind of what it was referenced as. It was like, oh yeah, this is kind of like a very, very good Quake, inspired game. Good to hear, Mazzy. But yeah, it definitely nails that Quake, especially like the Quake 2 feel. Like this game feels and looks like it would come from the era of like Quake 2. Ooh, I gotta focus now. There we go. But yeah, for anyone who's ever interested in some sort of like Quake shooter, like this is the one I recommend. Like, this has consistently been the Quake-inspired shooter that I play. Like, I play this more than, like, actual Quake. And I love Quake, too. There we go. Oh, I think I remember this level destroying me on the hardest difficulty. I remember not preparing for what I was about to get myself into once all the keys are raised. This is actually the exact level that I included in my BRB screen. So how I have my BRB screen, I don't think I've ever fully had it play out on stream. But how I have my BRB screen is I wanted it to kind of be like a an arcade reel, where it'll be like, it'll showcase gameplay that kind of looks like the demos that you would see in arcades or old games, where it would show like maybe a secret, maybe some basic gameplay, and I showed off the secret right here if I recall. They showed this off and you could go into here, and then I have it fade out to another game before the secret's revealed, so you in game, or you'd actually have to go in game and find out yourself. Yeah, go with blue key this time. Make sure there's no extra supplies here. Okay, cool. Remember one of these glasses being able to be broken. There we go. I think this level definitely sticks out as like a highlight for this game too. It's usually the one I think about a lot if I'm talking about Herald of Havoc at all to people. One thing I'll say I'm very impressed too is, despite the enemy designs being very similar in silhouette, it's easy to distinguish which ones are which. It's easy to kind of look at them from like afar and being able to tell who they are just based off their colors. Like, you can just instantly know what they do, how they attack, stuff like that. Oh, okay. Time for the nightmare. Because I have to imagine it's not going to be as much of a nightmare as the highest difficulty, but I definitely am probably going to get my ass kicked once or twice here. Alright, it's ass kicking time. Oh, I see you. That's such a fun level. I love that level so much. That's definitely one of the highlight levels for me. Let me get a bit of a drink break real quick. Alright, cool. I can definitely feel myself getting more into the groove of it again. I said that and I almost destroyed the barrel with my sword. Going back to the 3D printed stuff, if there is ever merch ever made for this game, I'll definitely get it. Oops. There we go. Oh yeah, understandable. Like if it's not possible, that's completely understandable. But it would definitely be really cool. I definitely understand how that feels. Let me read this real quick. Did make a QR code keychain. I remember seeing that. That's the thing I saw. That's the thing I saw that you were making. That'll be a little... Ooh! I don't think I've ever fallen directly into that before. Yeah, that's the one I remember you doing, because I thought that was really cool. Doom actually has something similar. Doom actually has some recent pins that came out by some like company. I don't know exactly if it's like a company they partnered with or what it is, but that's silly of me. But they have it that if you scan the QR code, it will show like random Doom related things. There we go. Oh, I'm so silly. I look away. That's my fault. I definitely think a t-shirt would be really cool. Buckshot Roulette has a t-shirt from, I think, Fangamer, and that thing's really nice. Alright, this time I'm going to do platforming while not looking away. Whee! Sent him with him. Alright, there we go. So love to make stickers, pins, lanyards, figures. I think the stickers pack would be a really good like start, if anything. Because I know stickers, while they're still a little expensive, it's a good start. At least it's like you can slap stickers on anything and people will be like, oh, what's that from? Any ideas and suggestions for merch type? Oh, for sure. I think at the least, I think stickers would be a good start. Maybe do like a 5-pack or something like that. But also just depends on, like, as you've mentioned before, like your funding and stuff like that. I know some places will either partner up with like Fangamer to do stuff, or they will like crowdfund to get some of the stuff made. But personally, I'd love a shirt. So jumping in here for max distance. Let's see. I can make vinyl stickers myself. Other stickers I can go through a company for. I already buy personal stickers. I think it would work. Like, even if you did, oops. I think if you did, like, you could even just do like a shiny basic vinyl sticker of like the logo itself. I think that would genuinely look sick. Like, if you had to do like anything, I think even just having like the shiny sticker of the logo would go really hard. But like, if I could think of things like off, that scared me. If I could think of things off the top of my head of just like sticker ideas, you could definitely do like maybe like have a like expressive helmets, like make them like reaction faces. You could do like the golden minigun, maybe the skull. I know these are just like kind of like quick things, but I'm trying to think. Also, I like this little tutorial that it gives. This scythe's really cool for anyone who hasn't seen this. It essentially resurrects. It's like a better melee, essentially. And then you can also just like spawn in basic enemies themselves, or you can resurrect previously downed enemies. Which is really cool. Yeah, it's definitely like awesome. I love it. Yeah, I don't blame you. Like that they're just chilling, gatekeeping. I'll take him out with the machine gun. There we go. But yeah, even at the basic, I think like a large vinyl sticker of just the logo itself would be a good start. Hell, I'd personally put that on on my PC. If I recall, you gotta like shoot this right. There we go. Hell yeah. There we go. Can't remember. I feel like you can destroy that. There we go. Also, as silly as this sounds, I appreciate the fact that there's an interact button for this. Because, like, one of my few only, like, real qualms with, like, Quake's series, or at least, like, the Quake 1 and 2, was the fact you had to run up the things. There was no, like, interact key. Because it would just mess with me so much because I was used to, like, Doom and stuff. Whereas it's like, I'd need to collect, or I'd need to press a button to open stuff. So I genuinely do appreciate that, as silly as that sounds. Oh, I think I'm overthinking this. Yeah, I'm overthinking that. There we go. Oh, that hurts. I know there's a secret down there. Gotta get more health for that secret. Ooh. Oh, just gotta get more health in general. Oh, for sure. I like that you can like change up things too. Like it's not like everything's gotta be loud. You can go and like sneak around and like pick enemies off at certain areas and shit like that. I saw him there. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna go for this. Alright, any more of these guys? I do know there's a secret here. Whew! He was fast. Also, I like that it's not afraid to have multiple of the same weapon type as well. Because you could have very much just done like where it's like only one shotgun, one machine gun, one grenade launcher type is used per level. But the fact that there's levels like this where it's like there is just multiple types of shotgun as like the primary weapons used is really cool. Because it even shows just how much variety they have in between the shotgun types. Oop. Looking pretty good, looking pretty good. There we go. This part's always satisfying. Getting this. Oh, it's so good. Such a nice little payoff after having to kind of like juggle between two shotguns. Oh, it's so good. I wonder if I can still remember the exact areas. I'll save that for later. Ooh. Give me my minigun. I also love this flamethrower. It's so good. I remember when I was like, I hit the alt fire and it became like a fireball launcher. I was like, oh fuck yeah. Like this thing is like one of my favorites. Grab this. Hidden secret here. Alright, let me see if I can... find this now. There we go. I feel like it would actually be pretty fun on a Nintendo 64 controller. There we go, got the power fists. Yep. Definitely be a really cool thing to see like on a D-Make. Oh. For this level in particular, or regarding the controller stuff? Oh, so this area is so cool. Ooh, okay. That would be really sick. What I do normally outside of this is I actually work on GoldenEye mods and stuff. So I've always been really big into the N64, like PS1 era stuff, so that'd be really cool to see. I wanted to work on Perfect Dark mods. Originally, when I joined the community, I wanted to do like a bunch of Perfect Dark related stuff. But Perfect Dark's a very hard game to mod. So I ended up getting way more into doing like the GoldenEye stuff. So stuff like that's like always right up my alley. God, I remember... I think I'm misremembering this wrong. Thank you, Connor. I appreciate you for that. Something I'd eventually like to do one day is take my texture art skills and stuff like that and level design ideas and definitely make like a game of my own. That's the long run goal. I know that's gonna take like a long time, but that's always been something. Like the GoldenEye mods and stuff like that's definitely been a nice little stepping stone towards that. But yeah, I'm definitely excited for that. That's so cool. Also, zooming with this is so much fun. I think this is the only level that gets these little zoomy power-ups, right? Ooh, absolutely. Like, a game kind of like similar to this is definitely the idea that I would have for some sort of game design for me. Also, I like that there's multiple intro areas that you can go into this. Also, I can't remember. Is anything up at the top? No. I remember when I was doing the photos and doing like the free cam stuff with this, and I was very impressed on how this level's laid out. I know, right? That's kind of what I had thought when I first played this too. Like, it's a very Republic Commando gun, I love it. I used to remember how to get into the secret room too, but I can't remember at the moment. Oh. But when I was back in high school, like over a decade ago, I used to spend so much time in class just like doodling concept art for like arena shooters and stuff like that. I was never too into the technical side of stuff, unfortunately, but I was always big into like the texture work and like pixel art and stuff like that. That's always where I excelled. So that's the first key. I remember there being something cheesy that I could get my way up there without that, if I recall. I'm still really excited to do that Clone Wars stream gunner. I was debating on doing it today, but I was like, you know what? I wanted to do this. Ooh. So I was genuinely debating between this and Clone Wars. Oh, I'm so excited for it. Alright, time for me to actually progress forward. Here we go. Did I already do this? No. can fight amongst themselves. Oh, I love that flamethrower. It's so good. I can't remember if I did. It sounds familiar. I know there's a few Star Wars games I never played, but I can't remember off the top of my head which ones I haven't. Ooh, I got firing squatted. Oh my god. Yeah, like I love how like just smooth this game feels. Like I think even on like my old PC, I didn't have any stuttering or anything like that either. I remember there being, yep, here it is. Tons of different games. I usually caught up playing some kind of indie games as a playtester. Like shooters, horror games, whatever, chill games. Oh, understandable. For a short time, a long time ago, I used to be a games tester, but I haven't done that in like a hot minute outside of like just testing GoldenEye mods and stuff for people. I used to have family members being like, oh, you do game testing, that's gotta be a lot of fun, you just sit and play a game. It's like, no, that's not exactly, that's not exactly what I do. I kind of like stare at walls for like a few hours at a time and be like, okay, you can't glitch that wall. But it's still fun, like especially like some of the stuff where it's like you get to test a new mechanic or something like that. Like that was always cool. Love to make it a job, but no luck yet. So right now I just do everything for free. Oh, understandable. That's kind of how I treat stuff now too. Is like I just like the GoldenEye mods and stuff I do, and like all the artwork and moderation stuff I do is like a big thing to add like to a portfolio. Yeah, get the flamethrower. Hehehe. Bring out the boys. But yeah, I know getting into, oh man, my voice is a little hoarse. I know getting into doing stuff like that for a career is definitely an obnoxious thing. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you for that. Oh, you're friendly. But yeah, like, I moderate and take care of, like, almost everything in, ADSI and 3D server and stuff like that. And it's a lot of fun. It's like, I help, like, spring out, like, ideas for streams and doing stuff like that. And I take care of a lot of the community stuff. So, like, I've got a ton of experience with it. This level I remember being fun. I remember enjoying this level a lot. Especially with the infinite ammo. Oh yeah. think it's this room or the next room that kind of is a pain for the hardest difficulty. Goodbye. I love that. They really think they could try. So I've been doing community moderation stuff now for about like a year, I want to say. So like I've done stuff prior, but not to this extent. Because like I have a lot of experience, because I'm a manager at retail stores, so like I have a lot of management experience in my time. So like I'm used to having like structured documents, structured like files and everything like that. So I have like everything kind of like documented, everything preserved for streaming stuff, everything like set up where it's like we have the notes lists for streams and everything like that, and like intaking fan recommendations and stuff like that. And it's a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed my time doing that, and it's led me to being able to meet a lot of cool people and do like a lot of cool fun things. Like if you have ever heard of him, he does like primarily GoldenEye and Perfect Dark related stuff, but like Grazlu 00, I've done 2 streams with him, and I've gotten to chat with him and have had like a fun time getting to learn about him and stuff like that. But it's a lot of fun. But one day I'd definitely love to be able to take it like further, like maybe moderate bigger community stuff, especially if like there's any sort of career or like even side job stuff out of it. That'd be really cool. Let's see. Okay, cool. If you ever run into questions, you're more than welcome. DM me. I've been doing a lot of the same thing. Damn. Good shit. Yeah, absolutely. Also, what I do is I make a lot of mods for Adzi to stream. So I think it's like almost half his streams are based off of like mods I've worked on for him and stuff like that. I appreciate you for that. But for a long time, I didn't really have a proper way to stream. I've been wanting to stream again since like 2019. I had a near fatal back injury. And I was kind of like bedridden for a long time. I couldn't really do too much. I kind of wanted to get into streaming, but I just didn't have the means to be able to stream. And this year, Merc ended up helping me get set up with like a video encoder and stuff like that, because the PC I had was really nice. Like I got it actually on clearance. It was a display model, but it was only the box that was displayed, which was cool. The PC was never touched. Nobody ever touched it. It was never even plugged in, which was like super cool. And I got it for like $200 instead of like $1,000 or something like that. And it was really nice. Like for what it was worth, it was genuinely like amazing, especially for it being on clearance. The problem was the graphics card and CPU had no way to video encode. So all of my videos and stuff would come out super choppy and would eat up about like 90% of my CPU. So Merc ended up showing me a proper one to get, and also I had also gotten lucky again. There was also, I really like this area. This is really cool. I like the the switch up. I got another PC that was normally like $2,000 that I got for like $250, and that's what I currently use on, and it's like 3 times more powerful than my previous one. So like now that I have all this, I'm like, oh, I'm ready. I'm ready to go and do streaming stuff. Because I've always wanted to do content creation stuff, but it's like I just never had the means to it. But yeah, absolutely. It's been a few years since I had any sort of like bad injury like that, but like I just didn't have the means to stream or anything like that. So I'm very happy. This has been a really nice year. But funny enough, this game on top of the Donkey Kong 64 randomizer were the first two games I had planned that I was like I wanted to stream. Like if I was to stream anything, these were the two games I wanted to do. But I wanted to do this game justice, so I wanted to make sure my streams were like quality. I wanted to make sure I had some under my belt. And also as well, I got a nice little studio for streaming so I can stream at this time. Before I was kind of very limited because me and my spouse shared a room together. Like we share a room, so it was like all of our interest stuff was in the same room, so like my computer and stuff like that. So like I didn't want to stream while like they were busy with stuff because it's kind of just rude to be like, oh yeah, by the way, you can't do anything while I stream or stuff like that, or stream while they're asleep. So I really wanted to wait until I had my own studio for it. But now that I do, I was like, this is perfect. Because usually I was only able to stream about like 1 p.m. my time, where now I was able to stream at like 6 p.m. my time. Ooh, this is a close room. I think I remember this level being really good too. Something I plan on as well is after I get through these remaining thumbnails and stuff that I've created, I want to do like a mascot swap. Because originally I had started out with the Otis photos as like a little joke, like a little inside joke, but it's kind of like outstayed its welcome. Like I still really like how some of them turned out. Like I think they're kind of funny, but like I'm like it's definitely gotten a bit old. So I want to move on and try to find something else. I just got to figure out what I want to use. Because I want to create my own or commission my own like avatar and stuff. I just don't know what. When it comes to making stuff for other people and projects, like I'm right on top of it. I'm able to make like some of the coolest stuff. But when it comes to myself, I like draw blanks. This area is nasty. Ooh. Damn. God damn. But yeah, like me and Merc did a collab Castle Crashers stream with Adzi, and I was able to make Adzi's whole mod in like one setting. Like I immediately knew exactly I knew exactly what to make for him and everything like that. And then I sat for like 3 months with no idea what to do for me. Ooh, get me out of here. I think this is a level I just kind of gotta keep running. What other weapons do I have? Oh, we got 2 of these. Good shit, good shit. remember there being something here if I recall. But currently for my the current one, which is like Otis from Barnyard, which is funny. Like the funniest thing is, I don't even watch that show or anything like that. There was just a really funny reaction image that existed of it that I was like, you know what, that's kind of funny, and I made a few thumbnails with it as a joke, and it kind of just stuck because I couldn't think of anything else. Ooh, I do remember this level. Nice. If I recall, this is also a level that's in the survival mode, right? I think it is. It's either this one or one very similar. Yeah, so what am I missing now? I think there's like a key down here. Yep, there we go. Ooh, that hurts. Yeah, I figured so. I know it's kind of like it has a little bit of a different starting area. Let's obliterate that man. Time to pull this out. Oh, it's so good. Woo. Yeah, you can just enjoy these. Ooh, that hurt. Is there after this? Okay, the exit opens up, right? Something like that. Yep, there it is. Yeah, really good second episode. Like all three of these are just like amazing. But that second episode's like really good. I think it consistently probably has my favorite levels out of all of them. This level, though, is, like, really good. This is one of the ones that I think of a lot. I can't remember if I'm just misremembering or not. But is this level on the hardest difficulty? You only start with, like, 1 health or something? Oh, fair enough. Also, damn, the music's good. Oh yeah, too easy. I appreciate you for checking out the stream. I definitely should be still going for a while. I want to check out the other levels too, like the like 1 or 2 extra levels, and then show off the survival mode and stuff like that. So I'll definitely see you. But if I don't, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I appreciate you. Y'all made an amazing game. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I genuinely love this game. Like, I had to do it justice. I have one more stream planned for it with the hardest difficulty. Now, with how much that difficulty can tend to kick my ass, it may be a 2 or 3 streams. So either or, I'm not complaining. That means I get to play this even more, and I get to stream it even more. But I hope you have a wonderful dinner. Like, they didn't even hear that. You know what, I'll take that. I am impressed they didn't even hear that. Alright, let me get out of here before I fuck around and find out. That's really funny. Ooh. I remember this level on the hardest difficulty kicking my ass really hard. Like this whole intro area. I played a little bit of Bolt Gun. I don't actually own it, but I played it over at a friend's house, and it's really good. I was debating on picking it up the next time it goes on sale. I definitely wouldn't mind streaming Bolt Gun and other kind of similar arena shooters as well. One arena shooter that I really want to play through on stream is Zorch. I don't know if you've ever seen that one, but that also ended up being one of my favorite arena shooters as well. That game's like really, really cool. I think it's like $5. It's one of the coolest arena shooters I've ever seen. It's janky. It's a modern janky arena shooter. Like, I think he made his own engine and everything. And it has that exact level of like jank that old arena shooters would have. But it's like it like purposely, I don't know if all of it's purposely, but like a lot of it's purposely left in because it kind of adds to the charm of it. And it's not really jank that holds the game back. It actually kind of like really elevates it. It's like really, really charming. Plus it kind of looks like, it straight up looks like probably one of the most N64 games to exist. Like, they just really nailed the art style to make it look like an old N64, like, Heretic 2 kind of looking game, which is like really impressive. It is ZORCH, I think. Ooh, what do I get? Did I get? Yeah, a little bit of everything. But that game ended up being really cool. Hello there. Hello there, Merc the Lurk. But yeah, Zorch was genuinely like a really cool game too. I love that game to death. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, doesn't it? It looks exactly like it came from like the early 2000s and 90s. On the Kirk. Oh my god. But like that game's really cool. Like, if I had to recommend, what am I doing? If I had to recommend 2 arena shooters to play through, these are the 2 games. These are my 2 favorite arena shooters to play through. Like, not even as like modern games for like arena shooters, like even for like compared to older ones too. I think these like hold up like equally alongside them. I agree. I know it'd probably take like a lot for them to do in something like Herald of Havoc, but like if Herald of Havoc had like a co-op, oh my god, dude, I would play it with like everyone. I love co-oping. I actually like co-oping arena shooters significantly more than playing like the multiplayer, like the versus. There we go. Yeah, I got to actually play some of Zorch 2. It's really good. It's a lot of fun. That game also has alternate fires for weapons too. Perfect Dark totally hasn't sculpted my taste of video games at all. But like, jokes aside, Perfect Dark's alt fires is something that like I'm a sucker for. Games that have alt fires in them is like my favorite. Which is another big reason why I love this game so much. This is the level I think that I was referencing that gets a survival mode level. Yeah, I love it, Merc. It's so much more fun to do. I like when I was younger, when I was a teenager, I used to be big into like, oh, I want to play versus matches against everyone. I'd be like, oh, look who's gonna win, how much better somebody is. But then I started really getting into like the co-op stuff, and I'm like man, I'd rather just enjoy playing a game with a friend than against a friend. And I've still kind of always had that mindset. Like, yeah, I like doing casual multiplayer stuff now and then. But, like, I really enjoy doing co-op stuff way more. Let me see. I remember playing PD after GoldenEye as a child, and I thought the fire was the coolest thing. Yeah, same. So, So for me, GoldenEye was one of the first games I ever played as a kid that was, like, 3D. It was like, I think it was like the first or second 3D game I ever played. The first being like Blast Corps, I think. Blast Corps or Smash Bros. And oh my god. And I unfortunately had, oh, goodbye. I unfortunately had it stolen from me. So I didn't have GoldenEye for a good chunk of my life as a kid, but my dad had a copy of Perfect Dark in like a little cabinet that he didn't let me play because it was rated M, but because of my brothers and because of the features that Perfect Dark offers, I forgot I had that thing. I was able to play Perfect Dark because it has paintball mode and you can remove the swearing and stuff like that. And if it wasn't for those features, I would not have been able to play Perfect Dark. So I spent a majority of my life playing through Perfect Dark. Also, if you shoot the lightning in this, you'll kill yourself. So I gotta make sure I don't do that. But playing through so much of Perfect Dark, I was just so amazed. Like, I was so, like, ecstatic over each level and, like, the weapons and how cool, like, everything was in that game. Ooh, that hurts. I gotta wait for this to lower, if I recall. But for a long time, I was very much like, I'd play games on like the PS2 and stuff. I'm like, oh, the animations aren't as good as Perfect Dark and stuff like that. Like that's how much of an impact Perfect Dark had on me. Where I was like, it's like, man, Battlefront 2 is really cool and all, but the first person animations aren't really good. Like Perfect Dark. Let's see, my mom and dad saw PD in a local video game store and noticed the blood. They didn't want me playing a game like that. Yeah, I've mentioned it before, but like on my mother's side, she was very strict on the games I was allowed to play, which I'm actually making a video on. I gotta get round to finishing the video, but I'm working on it. I was very limited on my games. So, for example, Donkey Kong 64 was banned at my house because he allegedly had like big butt cheeks. That's not even a joke. That's an actual reason why like Donkey Kong 64 was banned, was he was thick. Which then, funny enough, I think it was like this year, I looked at the model. I'm like, it's like he doesn't even got butt cheeks. It's his like legs. It's his legs that move. But like that's how strict it was on my mother's side. I was essentially allowed select games and plug and plays. So that's kind of what I grew up over at her house. Let me see. Have you watched the videos about the hit animations from COD? Oh yeah, I have. Where it was like, they were like, this is the first time game has like 6 directional hit detection or something like that. Yeah, yeah, exactly. But on my dad's side, he was a lot more lenient. He understood that it's like video games isn't the reason for violence being caused, and like kids are a lot smarter than people treat them as. And he's like as long as you understand it, as long as you don't show signs of like trying to replicate this stuff, it's like obviously like here you go. And he still had his limits. Like Grand Theft Auto wasn't allowed because of the harm of like specific types of people in there, which I really admire for like a take that he had for that. But like I was allowed to play like pretty much any N64 game I wanted, and a handful of PS2 games. Most of the times I was just scared of a lot of like games too, so I wouldn't even play them. And also this area is a little bit of a nightmare. Whew. Oh my god, he disappeared. Ooh, I had the lightning. I forgot about that. Nice. Haha. Ooh. But yeah, on my dad's side is where I got to experience more of my games. But like at my mother's house, I wasn't able to really play too many things. In fact, I had to play on a tiny 9-inch tube TV there. And I still have that to this day. It still works too. It still works perfectly fine. But that's how I played at my mom's house. So I was very limited. Ooh. But yeah, I've always been thankful that Perfect Dark had the paintball mode as oh my god, that was loud. So I was always thankful Perfect Dark had just an actual setting for the paintball and stuff, because like GoldenEye, you had to enable it through cheats. Because Perfect Dark will always remain probably like my favorite game. I don't think it's a perfect game. It's definitely got flaws, but the reason why, or the reasons and flaws it does have, makes the great parts significantly great. Because I know some people, it's very easy to have a game you really love, or like a favorite game, and feel like there's nothing, like it's got nothing like wrong with it and stuff. Where like for me, it's like if I can point out flaws that a game may have, it helps be able to point out the things I do love about it even more. And that way too, I can tell people a more realistic, like here's a game I love. It's got these issues, but these are the reasons why I still love it. So I can like show off a more realistic, like instead of being like, oh yeah, this is the best game ever, you gotta play it, and then there may be things that people don't like in it that I may have not told them. It's like I'd rather tell them like, hey, this game's got little issues here, here's some of the issues it may have. If it means that it's like I can be more honest with it. The PD is one of those games that bring back memories like smells and feelings from all those years ago. I agree. Like for me, like Perfect Dark was my go-to game, because like I didn't have many friends that played the N64 or like played video games in general as a kid. So like my multiplayer experiences was just me plugging in a player 2 controller and then messing around with one controller. which I also plan on doing something revolving that. But the Perfect Dark multiplayer was always really cool because like I could just load up, I could like essentially role play, like make believe like campaigns in it, because I could just set the bots up and stuff like that and then play through it like a level. Also, this level's really cool. I remember what I'm gonna do now. But yeah, Perfect Dark was like so impressive. Like between the campaign, the multiplayer, everything like that. That game's forever my go-to game. For like if I want a campaign to play through, I go to that. If I want to play and mess around with just like a basic like multiplayer match, I'll go for that. It's always my favorite one. The one thing I was not interested though in Perfect Dark is the challenges. I never really cared for them. Which is really funny because I played through the challenges with Adzi and Graz, and not the campaign, which is really funny considering I love the campaign. Feel people shat on the N64 and GameCube way too much at time. Oh yeah, absolutely. It was definitely at the time where it was like, it was the way cool. Like it's like, oh, if you're not playing Grand Theft Auto, then you stink. You stinky. Only cool people play these consoles and stuff. So it's like people just took those two consoles and just like made it a punching bag. This level is an absolute pain on the hardest difficulty. This area will trip me up a handful of times if I'm not careful, so I gotta focus in a bit. But yeah, I never understood. Like, I understand why people may not like the controllers and stuff. I don't fully think the defense of like, oh, you can just repair the controller makes it good, because you can technically repair any controller. So I definitely have qualms with the controller itself. I love the controller to death. It hurts my hands a lot, and it's definitely got some glaring issues, but like I still love it for like what it is. I love it for platformers, but I'm not the... Oh, I got bonked! I love it for platformers, but I didn't care too much for like shooters. Yeah, I love that drop in. The Nintendo 64 controller. Like, if I ever want to play a platformer, I always want to play it with an N64 controller. But like, when it comes to shooters, I'm just not the best with it. It kind of hurts my hands with shooters. I love the Z button though. I love firing with the Z button. It's like the most satisfying trigger to fire with. But it hurts my hands. It's like it's a little too small for my hands, because I've got big hands. All right. Let me not get bonked this time. There we go. I think we're on the final level now. Now, when this level, I originally played it, I wasn't a big fan of it. I think it was like the weakest area in the game, which, you know what, this entire game's like an 11 out of 10 for me, so I'll take like a weaker area if it means the entire rest of the game's like this good. But I always kind of avoided the boss fight because I was like, I just didn't care too much for it. But I've heard through Twilight said it was changed. Gotta go, get time to get some sleep. 2 a.m. here. Hey, I appreciate you for watching, Gunner. I appreciate you being really interested in the streams and stuff as always, and I hope you have a wonderful night. You take care. Oh, I think he didn't have a health bar yet. Ooh. The thing I primarily didn't care for was, I think it was like the second or third phase where the floor kind of like has damage, like there's like lava on the floor. Missed them. Oh, I missed. I do really like his design. It's really cool. Yeah, this is definitely the same boss I think I faced that I wasn't too big into. Just because it removes all the floor. There we go. Oh yeah. Okay, it's definitely different. It's definitely changed up, I think. But yeah, you take care. Okay, yeah, that fight was a lot better. I'll go into the extra mission, which I think it's just one. But this mission's a lot of fun. Nice little palate cleanser after the final areas. Yeah, this song fucks. It's so good. I can definitely feel my skills coming back, but I'm still not prepared for that, that highest difficulty. I don't know why I keep forgetting its name. That. That. I do like that it's a very simple level too. It's kind of fun to go through something like this. It's a little longer than I'd say some of the levels, based off of memory. But I like that it's kind of just like very open, very limited enemies and stuff like that. So put that here. Something I'd personally love. I know it's a very daunting task to be able to do, but I would love some sort of like level editor for this, like a level creator. I think I would absolutely be making like a shit ton of levels for this. Over here has, yep, there he is. Ooh, that hurt. There we go. And that's that little level. I like it. It's really fun. So that is everything regarding the single player episode, stuff like that. Unfortunately, there is no co-op stuff, but understandably so. I know it's a lot. It's very tedious to work on, stuff like that. Let me get a drink. They do have a survival mode too. That is 4 levels. I'm not very good at survival games, but I want to try to get through and see how far I can get in each one of these. Maybe I'll give them each a few tries, stuff like that. And then after that, I'll probably call it for this stream. So it's not, it's like a pretty decent sized campaign. Like, I already, despite not playing as much recently to kind of like get a good palate cleansing, I was able to beat it in like what, 2.5 hours, and I was still kind of like messing around a bit. I think my first playthrough I did like 4 to 5 hours, so it's not bad at all. Not a bad little campaign. What's also really nice too is the fact that it is so short, you can just go back and replay levels. Especially like 100%ing it, getting the achievements, stuff like that. This is like my favorite game to kind of just go back and replay. Like one of my favorite modern games to do that on. But essentially you'll spawn in random items. It's always, I think it's always random each time. And it progressively gives you some more better ones as time goes on. But even if you just wanted like a little survival arena shooter as well, like this mode's really fun. Ooh. Ooh, and the lightning gun. Let's go. Good shit. Drop one of these now. I think I got most of the power weapons. Whew. Also, as well, at the end of the stream, I do have a little update and surprise too, regarding my content creation stuff. That I finally got around to getting all set up. I'll have links for it and stuff like that afterwards. But at the moment, I have finished creating my Discord. What's it called? Discord channel? I don't know why I'm drawing a blank right now. Oh, I know why. It's because I'm playing the survival. but I finally created essentially my own Discord for anyone who wants to join it. It's very small right now. Woo! Damn, you got me a good shot. It's very small right now, because at this moment, anyone who would want to be chatting would be chatting in like other bigger Discords, understandably so. So right now it's just all the content creation updates, the docket, the live stream times, stuff like that. That way you have a good area that just has all of my stuff coming out. Now there is still a small, like, there's a few chats. There's a suggestion, there's a general chat and stuff like that. But as time goes on, and if people show more interest in it, I will gladly increase the size of it and stuff like that. But I believe I have it actually in my description at the moment for anyone who may be watching now or watching the VOD. I'll try to post it around too in other servers, because I had a handful of people asking me about a Discord server, and I had it made since May actually. But I just never got around to doing it. I just kept putting it off a bit. I needed to update like stuff, make sure it was all like proper and everything like that. And I just wasn't at a point in my content creation stuff that I was like, I didn't want to just make one and throw it out for people if there was like nothing really being done. So now that I have everything set up and everything working, I now have the ability to. Damn, smoked that, man. So I'll have that out for anyone who may be interested. It'll just have anything from like things I'm working on. It'll also have a good spot for like showcasing mods I've worked on and stuff like that. What did I just get? Ooh. Damn, he got me. Okay, time to go on to the next level. Survival mode. Hey, I got a gold for it. Nice. I do like that this opens up more of the arena that you can explore to fight in. I don't think I'll be doing part 2 of Herald of Havoc next stream. There may be a chance I do, but I don't think I am. To kind of give me a little breather, and that way I can maybe finish up or like start another stream. But part 2 definitely will come at some point as well, because I know I'm gonna have to like really sit down one day and throw myself at the highest difficulty, because that one can absolutely kick your ass. Oh, he just went over. You know, I'll take that. That should deal with most of them. Damn, that dealt with that whole wave. Woo. There we go. Getting a little low on ammo. I say that as I got nearly max SMG ammo. Whew. Oh, I missed them. Where's he at? Oh, there he is. Damn. I got silver first try. Nice. This is the level I was talking about that I mixed up. This one's actually cool because it actually uses the upgrade tokens to unlock the level farther. Oh, they ran out of it before I could press it. No, that worked. What's he doing? What is this man doing? I don't know what the hell happened there. Oh, the dual melee is it's so fun. Ooh, I should start collecting some actual ammo and some health. What do I got? Shotgun. Something I never ever really use in arena shooters for some reason is the weapon wheel. I don't know why. I most times would rather scroll through the entire the weapon scrolls instead of doing the weapon wheel. I don't know why. The weapon wheel is really nice. I just forget it exists. I even have it bound to on my mouse so I wouldn't forget it, and I forgot it most of this campaign. What's in here? Anything good? No. That's good. I'm taking that. Who's up with this man? Ooh, that hurts. Oh, he got me. Let me go into the last one. I think I got gold on this one first time I tried it. This one's very make or break if you get a good start or not. I think this one's really fun because it's just a single hallway. Ooh, that hurt. Ooh, don't you dare. Damn, that man had the loot. Ooh, that's a good weapon to get. That's a bad weapon to drop on yourself. Woo! I'm playing very silly right now. Yeah, I definitely played silly there. But I also think I'm starting to hit my limit on streaming for today. It's about 3 hours. 3 hours to play through this whole thing on the normal difficulty. Oh yeah. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I genuinely love this game. I'll say it 1,000 times. Like, it's one of my favorite games to exist. But the next time I play this, I'm going to be going through the Havoc difficulty. Why didn't I realize that's the name? I kept thinking of Veteran, but it's not. I'm gonna do the first level of Infiltration, just as a little sneak peek. I know this first area won't be as hard, but at the least I get to dabble in it a little bit. Yeah, you can already see that you get this lad as your first enemies with this. There we go. go. Ooh, out of ammo. Save up some of this ammo. See if there's anything in here. Nothing. Ooh. I know my first try going through this difficulty, he took me out with a little surprise. Uh-oh. I could just rush through and get to the end, but I want to take out all the enemies first. There we go. If that shows you how much of a difficulty tweak that this final difficulty is, I don't know what will. You can easily breeze through this level on normal. It will kick your ass on hard on Havoc mode. So, I think I'm going to leave it here. And I think I shall end the stream in a minute. It was wonderful having everyone who came in. Especially like if you come to watch the VODs, even anything like that, I genuinely appreciate. Even if you're just here to support, like it's so much more than what I could ask for. I appreciate everyone that stopped by, especially Twilight. Twilight is a big developer with Herald of Havoc, so it was really nice having them. Merc is always Gunner. It's always been nice having Gunner joining in, chatting, stuff like that. Having him chat's always been really good at having conversations flow. I know Grim was here, and whoever else appeared or watches the VODs, I appreciate you. So I think this is a good time to call it. And I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. I appreciate you as always. Y'all take care. And bye-bye.